first, you've been trying to get rid of the hot tub, get it out of there.
Okay.
Have a deck without the hot tub.
Boy, it takes up a lot of room.
It does, and nobody uses it, and right now it needs a motor, and so I'm trying to find somebody who can come and want it.
It'd be great if you could find someone that would take it away for you in exchange for
I tried.
No?
The estimate to repair it was I tried that,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't. I couldn't get that for it. So
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
at any rate, so the first question is, and these 4 panels around it come out.
Right.
The first issue is, what would it cost to put that over there?
Okay.
Fill the hole that would be remaining.
Sure.
And then bring the existing deck. It needs some repair.
Yes, ma'am.
It needs some sealing.
Sure.
And get the existing deck to where it's usable and not so awful.
Okay.
That's part 1.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the outline. What's part 2?
Part 2 is screen porch.
Okay.
I'm looking for proposals, best proposals for situating a screen porch as if a shed roof looks like, probably can come out to maybe about here, or gabled roof, different configuration,
Right.
with an small open area, open grill area.
Sure.
Generally what we've been talking about is out to here with coming out from the door to here, and then open area here.
Okay.
I have a septic people coming out to tell us where the lines are.
Yeah.
And tell us where the tank is and where the lines are.
Okay.
But assuming the 5-foot setback and
Sure.
that sort of thing. So looking for proposals and estimate of cost for a screen porch. And then number 3 is, what if that were a 3-season porch?
Of course. And basically you put the panels and glass it in.
Right.
With something.
Exactly.
And
I understand.
try
Same
to-
footprint.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah.
Construction. Right.
Of course. Okay. Now that I've got the Cliff Notes version, if you will, let's talk through some stuff.
Okay.
When I was teaching, I learned that the hardest thing to do is to have the students see what's in my mind's eye.
Yes.
And that's my challenge with you as well.
And I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't picture things well in my mind either. I don't.
Well, that's fine, but you see, when I look at this, I can see the deck, and basically I use Jedi skills to just pick it up and set it in the yard.
Right.
And I will make this choice A or B. A, I'll leave it in your yard, or B, I'll take it to the dump so you have no debris. And
Well,
you
whichever. Yeah.
Okay, and that's a little down the road. But then we've got a big hole here, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the joists underneath,
Right.
and they're running this way. So I'm going to be splicing, you know, to run through the span. You got to have you're supposed to have a band, maybe double band over here. You got plenty of support. If it'll hold that, it'll hold that empty deck. And then I've got a repair area, and from what I see, these boards are old. They're pitted.
Yes.
And if it were mine, I would want this entire area at least to have brand spanking new decking boards.
Okay.
Because if you're going to put this kind of money in it, or this kind of money in it, this is not the place to start to say, let's leave a 20-year-old board on top of a brand new porch.
No, I was assuming that if a porch went up, the whole thing would be taken off and started
Right.
from scratch.
Right,
Yes.
sure. But in that's here again, that assumption is what I need to see in my mind's eye.
Okay.
Is that the customer wants all new decking boards from this line straight through. You've got a 6x6, and it is resting on top, which is starting to, I'm looking through task lists, so Craftsman would have to remove this and the railing, and then to get that decking board out and all the way down, all the way around, and all of that. And obvious next question is, you've got some ornamental bevel. And do you want us to maintain the ornamental bevel here? And run that decking board all the way to the end, come down here, cut on a 45, and run it down. Or we can do straight through and just maintain. Actually, we couldn't do a line like that. We have to do a line like this.
Yeah, because, yeah, I
So,
understand, because it's coming.
right.
Right.
But they did a line actually both ways, which is, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get up underneath here a little bit to see how they frame this, because you got joist decking boards running two ways.
Yeah, I see that.
So, but you know, I can certainly get up
Then
underneath
there's
there.
a big hole. Anyway, okay.
New decking boards, rail down, old rail back, new rail back.
Old rail back. Just as little as would be as little as necessary
Yeah.
to give us a usable space.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Okay.
that's part one.
That's fine.
Okay.
Now I will tell you that we can take this out and only deck that area with decking boards.
Right.
That would be the smallest.
Right, and then finish, stain and
See, if we do that, I don't have to take this rail down, and that's gonna save buckets.
okay.
Okay, so I can leave these boards here
Right, and just add new boards.
and
with
only
support
add new
underneath.
boards where we have to.
Okay, that would be first. That would be least expensive.
Yes, ma'am.
And that would be fine. We can. I'd like to hear what that would cost.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Okay. So we're gonna basically take out it and create just one flat space here.
Exactly. 'Cause
Oh,
this
wow.
Just
I mean, that's just that easy, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. That's sitting on its own support down there,
Okay.
and it's the same all the way around.
Sure. That's fine. You don't have to move that, man.
Yeah.
I don't want
You
to.
get the idea.
Yeah.
Just
You
fill the
start-
hole.
your back might feel like mine does today,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
tomorrow it's
yeah.
starting.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fine. And yeah, you found me on Angie's list.
No,
You did? Okay.
not on Angie's list.
We did one exactly like this, and I'll see if I can dig the review up. A really nice seller. But anyhow,
Yeah, fill the hole and give us a usable deck. And
Yes,
make
ma'am.
the deck look decent.
right,
That's part one.
I will.
Other questions?
And the second one, point 2 is a porch enclosure for the summer, and part 3 is basically it'll be the same as part 1, except include
With
some kind of
window.
panels,
Yeah.
so you can have a winter use.
Right. And we want a knee wall as opposed to, even if it's screened, as
Yeah.
opposed to just screen all the way down.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me get some measurements of this area here,
Okay.
because what I have to do is a material and a labor component.
Right.
We don't mark up materials, and while I'm measuring, all right, with that box we've got, it's 11 feet. It looks like it's square.
Square. Yeah.
11 feet. Man, when would you like for us to do this if we have our ducks in a row? 11 by 11 for the numbers part of it.
We're looking at sometime. Well, we won't be deciding anything till after the new year, so we're looking at sometime in February, March.
Thank you.
That
I appreciate it.
in that vicinity.
Well, it makes a difference because, in all honesty, I love the opportunity to do things for people when the spring rush hits.
Right.
And we can't answer the phone fast enough. And I
Right.
can
So
give you
I'm
better
trying to
prices.
get this
Yeah.
decided here during the winter, and
Yes, ma'am.
people are a little less busy.
Two things about Craftsman Direct. Number one is we're going to give you a free quote, so I don't bill you, and nobody should. Number two is I'm going to give you a written contract, and there's no surprises. Whatever's on there is what you pay. Now, if we run across anything,
Well, unexpected. of
Then you
course.
amend it.
we approve it through another written contract. And the last thing is, I don't take any money up front. We're going to finish everything. Materials and labor. Don't ever pay a craftsman until it's finished, because you'll never see him again. If they're suspect.
Yeah, I know.
And if they're a good guy, they're going to tell you along the way.
Okay.
But I mean, that's essentially, I've been here since I quit teaching in about 2000. I used to be an IT teacher. And just like working with shiny, sharp objects.
Yeah, I know that.
There's an awful lot of satisfaction for doing things with your hands and seeing a finished result. It's not an endless in basket or something else that
never ends.
The BBB has given me I've given them no complaints in 6 years since we've been a member. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Angie Swiss group.
Yeah, I've seen it. I know what it is. Yeah.
We once, they have an award, Super Service Award for a company, and that means you're in the top 5%. Last year we won in 7 categories. This year we won in 21 categories.
Okay.
Which is,
That's good sign.
it's just stupid that you win in that many categories. It's just a handyman company and we do so many things. And apparently we do them well. So,
You guys do electrical?
I do.
We have some electrical projects inside the house, a short list, but
That's
that's another day.
I'm conflicted about this. Because I had a roofing issue with my house. I called some roofing contractors to come in. And this guy comes over and he wants to talk about windows and doors and siding and trim. And I said, sir, my need was the roofing.
Right.
He said, well, my guy's coming over later in the day to talk about that. I said, what is your purpose? He said, well, I wanted to look at the other. I said, I don't need you to look at the other things. Okay, his goal was up there. And the last thing I want to do is have that demeanor when I leave a customer's house. But I can't see the dormers like they are in the front and not at least mention to you. And I know you've seen them.
Yeah.
And
We're getting roof bids as well, and dormer repair and the siding. And, they're pretty bad.
That's right. And if you want me to throw my hat in the ring, just tell me. And if you don't, I'm gonna shut up and leave you alone about it. But we do lots of stuff like that, and that's your call.
Repair or the whole
Whatever
roof
you want.
thing.
You'll be hard pressed to find something we don't fix in your house.
Okay.
And do it well with a 2-year warranty.
Okay.
And if you would like, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, we're
That's good to
getting
know.
bids for replacing the roof,
Okay.
replacing the siding with hardy plank, or just doing what siding is necessary if it's not needed at this moment, which some of it doesn't appear to be.
I'll tell you, the back is pretty, but you know the little alcove.
Yeah.
And your gutters are full. And
Yeah.
they're overflowing.
In the front.
Did you buy this new?
No.
No.
Bought it 6 years ago, and it was 24 years old at the
Because
time.
I'll tell you, some gutter companies say that if they ever fill up, we'll come dig them out free.
Okay.
And I don't want you to pay a contract to dig them out if Rainbird's going to dig them out for nothing.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
I know.
caps on them, supposedly. So.
Yeah.
The joke in my industry is that just makes it hard to clean out because none of them solve it.
Well, and
the
we've
tiny
never
little
been
thing
able
roll.
to determine what brand they are. So we have nobody to call.
Yeah, that's true.
So, anyway.
But you know, I'll tell you that my favorite, they're light screens. They come from Home Depot for about $5 for a 5-foot section. You set them on top and you just knock them out. And they're really cheap. They're very effective. I've got them on my house and my rental, and they work really well. And they actually have almost like a fiber mesh across the top, so it's impossible for things to get in them. And when it does, you can just pick them up, scoop it out, stick them back. But these were really expensive because they're metal and rubber,
Yeah,
and
but
it's horrible. But,
so look around and
Okay.
and feel. You guys don't do you do inside fireplaces, fireplace repair, inserts, that sort of thing?
What's wrong with it?
It's a cracked firebox, and the whole chimney apparently is the masonry's falling apart. So it either needs to be repaired to be usable, or we're going to get an insert. And fireplaces, people are really busy right now.
Can I look at it?
Sure.
Thank you. The reason I ask, I have a master mason that we have a relationship with, and what I'll do is I'll get you in touch with Jason at K2 and let me get out the loop because I don't need to mark it up.
Right.
You know, and I'll let you guys work together, but I will give you a referral to an awesome guy if I think it's in line with what he does.
Okay.
Save you a call,
That's
save him
fine.
a trip.
Okay.
So I'll show you.
Let's take a peek and got kitty
Back
cat
piece.
right at the door.
Yeah. Escape artist here.
Mine too. Yeah. Hey, kitty
He
cat.
thinks he's an outdoor cat, but we don't.
Yeah.
So he likes to try to test it every now and then.
I built my cat a deck off the window like this.
Did you?
It's his deck. I don't have one. I mean, that's how
He
spoiled.
lets you use his.
Or it's just small?
It
No, it's a little
doesn't-
4x6, and I've got the bird feeders that he loves to watch, and
Oh, okay, so he just goes out into his own little.
yeah, well, I got
enclosed
a
area.
1948, the little 6x9 paint. I took a paint out in a little flapper I put in
Oh, I
a
have these.
shotgun house. So he takes a long run into a chair, flies out, and
I
take
forgot
a
I
pic-
had candles in here. Anyway, I'm not sure what, there's brick coming out away from the
Do you need like a
the
flashlight or
chimney
something?
out there.